right, an incredible 4,000-carat diamond for the piddling sum of $2 million. That number again, 1-800-STAR-WARS. $1 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's right, an incredible 4,000...
I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacles mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion. Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab? Spearmint, my favorite. It's stuck to the floor. It's not in a wrapper. It's permanently attached to the countertop. Looks like a stand for tourist info and ads for local merchants. That one looks like it's from a local hardware store. It's from George's Hardware. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. Help wanted, lab assistant, hardworking moronic drone needed to assist genius with experiments. High school diploma, not required. Someone's breaking into a car out there. I'm not leaving this motel until I find those tentacles. A horticultural horror. I can't touch it, it's spiny. How did that get up there? I can't reach it up there. I can't reach it up there. Laverne's covering that territory. It's signed, here's your EPA grant. Keep up the good work. Hi from Mommy, Ronnie 83. I'd rather not mess with it. It might be booby-trapped. It looks broken, but there's something in the coin return. It looks broken, but there's something in the coin return. 1952. The Chicago Manual of Thermodynamic Flux Induction Circuit Design. Great stuff. Always make sure they get your good side. That kind is too bulky to carry around all day. Why should I do that? Looks like Dr. Fred wearing a powdered wig. Handsome in a way, but I'm glad he eventually accepted his hair loss. I don't really want it. The safe is closed. I don't know the combination. Sleek design, sturdy construction, attractive housing. All in all, a fine phone. I don't have time for idle chit-chat now. I have work to do. I don't have time for that now. I'm on a mission. Boy, the Edisons are a spectacularly ugly family. I don't want to carry those people around in my wallet. Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny. It's a bottle of correctional fluid. Wow, it's from my favorite movie. I have 3 just like it at home. Hoagie's got that part of the house. There's something funny about that clock. Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, to the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh. Cheap mail-order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
I'm surprised I ever got out of there alive. I don't think it's much use without a diamond. It can't do anything without a new diamond. I don't want to cause any more trouble.
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
Warning! Output from this device is highly toxic and may cause tyrannical delusions if ingested. Warning! Do not touch the Sludge-O-Matic 3000. I think it's the switch for the Sludge-O-Matic machine. There, it's off. But it's too late now. It looks like a generator driven by a treadmill. I think it's designed to run with something, more like a small rodent. To do. It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow! I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the Chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your Chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess. Bitchin'. It's the battery plans I'm supposed to give to that Red Edison dude. Grody. Huh, this door appears to be locked. Grody. Nah, it stinks. Ye olde outhouses. Kumquats. I don't wanna.
Soon all the power of the heavens will be mine! All mine! If only we had some nasty weather! If you think I'm something to look at now, just wait! Sure, push me around while you can. Sure, push me around while you can.
Hi there, mister.
Franklin, Ben Franklin, soon to be known as the inventor of electricity.
Do you know Red Edison? He's a scientist guy, too.
Red Edison? A scientist? He's just an innkeeper who pretends to be a scientist, and he's not very good at doing either one. I can't believe Washington and Jefferson picked his inn, of all places, to write our Constitution.
Shouldn't you say the discoverer of electricity?
You think the ultimate power in the universe is just under some rock waiting to be discovered? Ha! I, Ben Franklin, am going to summon power from the sky by sheer force of genius!
I could use a little power myself for my time machine.
There will be power enough for all in time. There aren't any time machines yet anyway. That's next summer's project.
How exactly are you going to do that power luring?
Using one of my newest inventions. I like to call it the Francocopter.
That's a kite, Ben. They've been around for thousands of years.
Oh, sure, as toys. But this one is a letter to the gods. It says, Dear Thor, just one drop of your mighty juice in the hands of a genius like me could illuminate the entire world. Love, Ben.
I hope you wrote it in Swedish so Thor can read it. Or were those guys Norwegian?
I was speaking figuratively. What actually is happening is that I'm waiting for lightning to strike my kite.
Isn't it too sunny for lightning?
Shh! I know that. I'm just trying to keep my grant going until we get a storm.
Aren't you missing a key or something?
The key to discovery is daring intellect, my boy. Daring intellect and rigorous science.
No, I mean a real key.
You mean the where the heck did I put my keys kind of key?
Yeah.
That's a manual device. It needs no power. Seriously, man, what are you thinking?
And then what?
And then the electricity charges the kite.
And then what?
Then the electricity travels down the string.
And then what?
It charges me, of course.
And then what?
I glow with its almighty power.
And then what?
I use its power to make the world a better place.
And then what?
The world kneels before me, asking me to guide it with my mighty benevolence.
And then what?
I have all annoying pests like you locked up.
And then what?
Shot.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm going to back away now, just in case.
Carry on.
It's totally covered with crud. Making it dirtier won't help. It's closed. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once. Ooh, the Pony Express. Cool, the room clerk's a mummy. That would not be respectful. Besides, I might get caught. What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool. I have something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him? Great hat, man. I dig the three-corner idea. It's so piratey, you know? Ever see the movie The Secret of Monkey Island? Wendell Finkwinkle is awesome as the Guybrush dude. Well, nice talking to you, dude. I'm guessing it conceals the entrance to a secret lab. Just looks like a regular hammer to me, but then I'm no scientist. It's covered with plans and junk.
Hey, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
It looks more like a raincoat than a lab coat.
Hey! Only employees are allowed to use that lab coat.
He seems busy. Hey,
What is it?
you look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal. Then again, maybe not.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball. He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one red lens and one blue one.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
What are you inventing?
It's a complex metal device designed to minimize paper entropy.
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
Well, see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter. Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
What's up? Know where I can find some oil? Any kind of oil will do. I guess not. Later, dude. The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendments to the Constitution. It's padlocked. It's a little cage with a canary in it, perched above a little lever. Must have poor circulation. Yo.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you have some hot coffee?
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
Whoa, I can relate.
Well, please don't do it around here.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
Really? Let me see your palms.
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft. You'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
Well, why don't you put a coat on?
I'm wearing a coat, you nitwit. I've even got this blanket which makes me itch, and I'm still freezing.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
No music in elevators.
No music in what?
Well, I gotta go, dude. If I had a nickel for every time I've seen that face. Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy, my name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Coat and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
I like the we the people part.
That's not in the Declaration of... Say, that's not bad. Maybe we can use it.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
It looks like a martini shaker. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
Sorry, I'm saving it. It's going to be a famous log.
Stolen from the desk of George Washington.
Hey, keep your hands off that.
They don't seem to have gotten too far.
You can look, but don't touch.
He looks oddly familiar. Excuse me.
Yes?
Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
Does Mrs. Washington know you wear so much makeup?
One must wear makeup when one receives the phenomenal amount of media attention that I do. It's quite likely that I'll be president soon, you know. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
I'm a big fan of education.
Really? How surprising.
Is it true about you and the cherry tree?
Oh yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day.
Would you give me a demonstration?
I don't see why I should.
Do you really have wooden teeth?
As a matter of fact, I do make use of artificial teeth. I find them to be far superior to the ordinary enamel variety.
Wow, what do you brush them with?
I use a toothbrush, much like everyone else, and a bit of wood polish, of course.
Doesn't that taste awful?
Not if you take them out first.
Where could I get some of those?
They're rather expensive. Mine were custom made for me by my good friend Paul Revere.
Didn't he ride a horse through town naked?
I believe you have him confused with someone else.
My Uncle Henry has false teeth too.
Fascinating, I'm sure.
What are you looking at out there?
The future of our nation.
Those outhouses?
No. I was just admiring my reflection in the window. Striking, aren't I?
Cold enough for you?
Cold? Why, you don't know the meaning of the word. I spent a winter at Valley Forge. Now that was cold. Why, my spit would freeze before it hit the ground.
Cool.
Extremely.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well?
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand, cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Salad oil. Sometimes I like to eat it raw. Bitchin'. It's empty. I hope this wasn't used in the outhouses.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
Those founding fathers are driving me nuts. Flag design changes every 5 minutes. Well, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm making them a flag, ready or not.
What's up? Know where I can get some gold? Maybe some Krugerrands? Later, dude. The late Max Addix, his petard runneth over. A lamentable fate for such a patriotic dude. I guess this is George Washington's bed. It's all rumpled up. I bet it calls the butler just like on TV.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
She's a cleaning dynamo. Hey, lady.
Yes, Mr. Washington?
Don't you have any cleaning supplies?
Like most maids, I keep them on me cart, in the hall.
My name's not Washington, it's Hoagie.
That's funny, Mr. Washington. Imagine being named after a sandwich.
No, really, I'm not Washington.
You're George Washington, occupation founding father. It says so in the register.
This isn't my room.
Well, you certainly messed it up as though it were. It's no use trying to fool me, Mr. Washington.
You're right, I am Washington.
I knew it.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Yes, there's lots to be done.
That's not what I'd call a lot of cleaning supplies. Old-fashioned lye in a new, more convenient size.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
How about a skull with, like, scorpions in its mouth?
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
I like these.
Too late. You've already rejected those.
I don't want them.
I know that already.
Stars and stripes, dull, dull, dull.
Hey, don't criticize unless you got a better idea.
Gosh, I'd never want to mess with history. Looks comfortable. I couldn't sleep in here with all the racket.
Who asked you to?
Nice day outside.
Sorry, no time for small talk.
That'd make a killer t-shirt. I don't want it.
You're all so hard to please.
My grandma had one like that.
Back off or get stitched.
Chateau de Cheapo, 1775. I don't quite see how it can fly. Probably the underwear drawer. Grody, man. I don't go through people's underwear. Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message. Oh, it's just a coffee stain. Looks like he spent a lot of time in there. Nah, there's printer's ink on the sheets.